Hi there, Rabbi. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
I'm having all sorts of adventures. I have been talking to different people about different subjects. I always took the position, whatever floats your boat. But when somebody says, I don't think gay people should have children, it's okay if they love one another or get married, but they shouldn't raise kids that way. I go, well, what's the thinking there? Yeah, love is love, and you can be a good parent whether you're married to a man or a woman, whether you're a man or a woman. How do you feel about that?
I agree with you. You're spot on. And it's a fascinating aspect of human nature that we take on these views of subjects with such passion when they don't affect us. They really don't have anything to do with us. What happens in the condo next door, unless a bullet comes through the wall or there's a weird smell, for the most part, they're good neighbors. They make a living or they're retired, whatever it might be, and they're not interfering with me. And I've always found that fascinating, Joe, that we're deeply troubled by other people's behaviors that have nothing to do with us.
But so many people quote scripture when they wag their fingers at something that they don't understand or approve of.
Well, I think you hit on part of it. It's how religion is used, not the religion itself. If people want to follow a particular practice, follow it. But where do they have the right or responsibility to impose their understanding beliefs on the rest of the universe? And I think therein lies the trouble. It's the same thing, Joe. They may use religion to support their view, but what they're doing is wanting to control other people, interfering with other people's lives. As long as it doesn't interfere with my health, happiness, or well being, then I truly have no right to pass laws or step in to prevent or stop. And when we talk about gays and lesbians, trans, whatever we may want to bring up, these people aren't interfering with our lives. They're not causing any problems. The people opposed to it are the ones causing the problems. There is no problem. If two gentlemen want to be married, if two gentlemen want to adopt, raise children, if two women want to get married, and if one of them wants to become pregnant and have children, doesn't interfere with me. I can still go to the supermarket and buy half and half for my coffee. I still can drive my car down the street. I don't have to worry about getting shot. It doesn't affect me at all. And I think that's the part that's upsetting is things that don't affect us are becoming top on the list of things I feel obligated to control. And then I'll look to some religious teachings to try to justify what I'm doing. The feeling is there. It's not coming out of the text.
But there are issues where we feel we must complain, even though it doesn't affect us directly, like oppressing other people, uh, being cruel. If you see your neighbor beating their child, sometimes you feel obligated to say something. Sometimes you feel it would just make it worse. How do we deal with that?
I don't think we have to point to something universal. We can talk about the inappropriateness of abusing women, abusing children. And that does affect us because if we allow some of those things to happen, it's going to start happening to us and people we know. So there is a direct effect for these things. If one gentleman marries another gentleman, it's not going to spill over. It's not contagious. It's nothing's going to happen. But if we allow society to abuse segments of its population because of race, creed, or color, that's the camel's nose in the tent. Because next they're going to come after my group, which is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about people who want everyone to be like them. So if I don't like this happening, I'm going to stop it or I'm going to stop those people. And we have to look at the good of society as a whole. What do we need to get along with each other? And that means respect for each person.
Well, I always respect you, Rabbi, and your words of wisdom are penetrating as always. And I'll cross my fingers for that day when the light shines forth and everybody gets a little common sense into it. Thank you very much.
And rest assured, I am well grounded. And that's why I'm telling all our listeners and viewers out there to treat everyone the way they would want to be treated.